If you'd like to ask me any questions, you may. Anyone? Yes?
How did you get into voice acting?
How did I get into voice acting? So I was an actor when I was a child. I started acting when I was 9 years old. I apologize, Dominique, you've heard this like 3 times today. I started acting when I was 9 years old. I started touring professionally with a theater company when I was 13 years old. I don't know why my single mother was like, sure, 13-year-old, go out on the road on your own. But she was, luckily. And after that, I went to college. I was studying to become a lawyer during undergrad, and I was very adamant about becoming a grown-up and having a 401k and a retirement plan. I think that's the same thing. So that was my goal, and a friend of mine told me about an audition at Funimation, and because I was in college, I was broke professionally, because that's your job. I was good at it, and he was like, oh, Trina, you should totally come to this audition, it's amazing. And I was like, I don't do that anymore, Jimmy, I'm gonna be a lawyer. He was like, it pays. I was like, when is it? And over a decade later, here I am. Come on up, guys. Did I ever get my law degree? No, I did get my undergraduate degree though. So that was great. So welcome to the Chris Patton, Leah Clark, Trina Nishimura Voice Actors Question Your Choices, where we ask you guys questions and question your choices. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. I organized the table. You may notice how clean and precise everything looks.
I thought it was you were going to tell them.
No, I wanted to tell them. Sweet. Or
It's
do
like
you have
fancy
questions?
stairs.
I do. I just had some prompts.
That's wonderful.
Need them.
That's excellent. That is excellent.
There's a silver ribbon around my
Thank you.
microphone.
So basically, how this is real fun. I'll explain this really quick. It'll be really easy, and we'll all have a grand old time.
Yeah.
So like Trina said, this is going to be kind of a reversal. So what's going to happen is we are going to jump down here. We're going to have 3 of you come up here.
Oh.
And we will ask you questions, and then you will tag someone out, and we'll just rotate.
Oh.
And we'll find things out.
That's great.
All right, so who's our first 3?
Who'd like to enjoy the amazing fruit of
2, okay, come on up, and then 3 right here. And then after that's it. After this round of questions, and you guys pick 3 people and switch out. That'll be great.
Where do we go?
Right here.
Right here in the front?
I'm sorry, you guys don't have badges. You'll have to see.
Right.
Leah?
I couldn't tell if I was going to stand
Can I sit here?
I know.
I'm very excited about this.
All right, this is happening. Okay, well, let's start. Hi, panel. I have a question.
Yes, you right there in the jacket?
So this is a question for all of you guys. What other shows do you like besides anime?
Dear Lord. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is pretty good.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like one of those shows where it's like, oh my God, why are you all so stupid? But you have to look at it and say, this is my life, sadly.
Yeah.
But Walking Dead, I love The Walking Dead so much. Okay, my issue with The Walking Dead so far is zombies should be dead by now. They're just walking corpses.
Yes!
And
They've
then,
been doing for years. Zombies will decompose.
exactly.
Like, unless they're in, like, the fucking Antarctica, they aren't going to survive this long.
And then it's like, yeah, let's just shoot the remaining survivors because we just hate them. It's like, no, I want pizza back. I want my TV back. I want my anime back. God darn, stop shooting people, Negan.
What I want to know is it, because I stopped watching after like the 3rd season, is zombie outbreak only happening in America? Is everyone else just looking at America and going, well, it sucks for them? Like,
Yeah, no, it happens in Mexico too.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm a big fan of Trailer Park Boys. If you're familiar, hell yeah. And nothing else matters.
Yes, you in the black.
Oh, hi, thank you.
I have a question, keeping it under 18 plus. What is your favorite experience ever at a convention?
I can't answer that question.
This one right now. Beautiful.
What?
This one right now.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah, like between this and winning an award for dance, I'd actually have to go with this one.
Yes.
I have a question.
The lovely lady about almost putting the other guy. The reject.
I do. Best experience at a con? Question mark. Wait, that was.
Wait, no.
Sorry. What panels would you like to see us do that we haven't done? Oh, us. What panels would you like to see us do that we haven't done? It's really good.
Same time for last. Go ahead.
I'm apologizing.
All I'm interested in is ghost stories and air gear. So you kind of covered those. Well, one of them. But
You mean the Ghost Stories anime?
yeah.
You're coming to my panel at 5.
Yes, of course. But maybe in the future.
Like, oh my God, shut up.
Any other opinions?
Any other panels that you'd like?
This is my first panel that I've been to of you guys, so
Sure, yeah.
I guess any panels in general.
Oh, what is that?
Joseph.
Yeah, it is. I was just talking about that.
I kind of want to see you guys either dance or dress up as maids and butlers.
Yeah.
Would I be a maid or butler?
You can be whatever you
I mean,
want.
definitely.
I mean, because like, think about it. In Sailor Moon, we have like the Sailor Stars that like go from male to female, and then it's like, well, no, you can have a girlfriend, it's fine, and then
Word.
You have two hands, you can have both.
I agree.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
now
great.
you guys, you guys pick one person each.
Dang, 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 dang.
All right, I'll go with you.
It's
You were the first one.
Yeah.
Just like your dress.
Is that a new bikini bag? Yes. I saw you walking around with that kind of creeping on you. I was like, hey, I like that. I'm gonna find that. It's really cute. Yeah, oh, you're the dress girl. This is fun.
You guys get to be like nerds again.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry, we're late.
Hello there.
Had important things to do.
Welcome to the us panel.
Yeah, welcome to We Look Like Morons. Can you answer your questions?
I beg your pardon. You look like a moron. I look like a doofus. Get it right.
Okay, I have
She's the smart one.
Hold on, I gotta do a quick introduction. For those of you who may be familiar with me, I'm Ben Jonas. I held a Sega Saturn panel at Katsucon 2016, and there was also the Sega Saturn panel that wasn't at Anime USA 2014. Thank you. Thank you very much. I thank you all for coming out here on such short notice. I will be happy to answer any and all questions you may have.
Yes, we love answering your questions. I'm Joe. You can call me Kudox, and let's rock out.
Woo, Joe!
Who are you?
I'm Sally. Just a huge anime fan.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, you oddly sounds like the girl from Eden of the East.
Oh, weird. Oh. Okay, so when you guys are choosing a convention to go to, does the guest lineup have any influence on which convention you go to, or are you more interested in going to it just because it's a convention and it's there?
It's the same words as in real estate. Location, location, location. I'm mostly a local boy, so I tend to go to conventions that are close by where I live. Fortunately, I live near 3 of the biggest ones: MagFest, Katsucon, and now Otakon. So,
Woo, Otakon! Yeah, everyone yell in the room. That's right, Otakon, that's right.
the crowd goes wild. Yay. So, yeah, the guest list might have a little bit of influence, but again, it largely depends on how close by it is, what sort of things they're offering, and if they have a solid reputation. Sorry, T-Mode.
Okay, so for me, I agree with his answer. It is location, location, location. But if there is someone that is going to be there myself, I do fangirl over what's called, not fanboy, fangirl. Good story though is that this is where I met my first voice actor, Chris Patton here. I came here in 2010, so my home of meeting my first voice actor, even though I did go to Otakon several years. But when I met Sean Schimmel, whew, was I a girl.
That sounded dirty.
Do you mean you squealed like a girl? You jumped up and down like a girl?
I just overventilated. I said, I got the vapors.
And did Fainting Couch have to be prepared?
No.
I base it mostly, I'm a huge con junkie, so I like to go to every and any con I can go to. So it is partially location, but also I'm like down to like branching out to other conventions just because I like being at like big conventions and being to a bunch of different ones and stuff.
Gotta love the new experiences.
Good answer.
Yes, you sound oddly like Sosuke Cigar from Full Metal Panic.
I've heard of that. What? Have you ever made ramen in the coffee machine?
No.
Yes.
Next question.
What?
Next question.
What did you say?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
I have never tried that. I've seen a how-to video on it. Okay, kind of.
You got a 1.5 out of 3.
All right.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
What are your talents?
My talents? Well, I can...
You don't think I sound like anyone?
Well, I was going to say that chick from Attack on Titan with those abs, whose name escapes me. Anyone can help me out? Anyone?
And Jaeger.
Yeah, because he's
yes.
totally ripped.
Levy, that's it.
I'm sorry, so tell me about your talents.
My talents?
Yeah.
Well, I do tend to sound like Meatball from Witching Hunger Force.
Oh, I love that voice.
Yes, I do. Same here.
Can you cargo to Kevkeski? They truly were an odd-looking hunger force.
I shall not comment on that. Besides, I am a man, damn it. I am a man, damn it.
You're the man.
Oh, man.
What's your talent, little guy?
My talent, I'm an artist. I'm trying to make a living out of it and trying to do voice acting. One person I know that I do look up to is Vic Mignogna when he plays Crow.
Nice.
Does anyone have a drink? Because I really need something. Not water, something preferably, alcohol related.
Well, I know of a boy that's miles away from here.
What about you, Sally? You got any talents?
I also do some art. I do mostly ceramic art, so I like to make things out of clay. I have a lot of fun with that. So
That's awesome. Very cool.
I can do art too. Look, it's a stick figure pointing at a scribble. I'll be selling that for $25 a piece, cash only.
Okay, everybody pick somebody.
you
All
can
right,
put a tag.
next up,
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the,
Do it there with the white shirt all the way in the back, right next to the red person.
Do you guys watch anime dub shows?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay. Does knowing who the cast of it is, does that influence whether or not you want to watch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like every voice actor should be judged on their individual performance in the anime itself, because people can be put into bad jobs or bad situations.
I like you, Hunter.
Thank you. Or you're not able to, have rapport with your fellow co-hosts.
Or maybe you got stuck with a bad script writer.
Yeah. So, for basis for me.
All right.
Actually, mine's actually a similar situation. There are certain voice actors, if I know that they're in an anime, I'll watch and give it a try. Most of the time, I like to keep it up to discretion whether or not I like it. Usually try to give it first 5 episodes or so.
Yeah.
But also doing a little bit of voice acting myself, not professionally, but I understand like the difficulties of like script writing and all the ADR works and stuff, so it's on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, I know that my answer is too short. I used to be a sub purist, and then I watched Cowboy Bebop dubbed.
This is the best stuff.
Yeah. So
I like this one.
yes, and after I watched that, I thought about doing Samurai Champloo subbed, and then I saw that Steve Bloom worked on it, and I was like, okay, I guess I gotta watch this dubbed. So, yeah, pretty much anything that he dubs, I'll give it a shot.
He's also really nice.
Yeah.
The handsome gentleman down front.
I have a question. Do you all judge other people on the quality of their cosplay?
Can I start?
Yeah, go for it.
No. Personally, because when I started cosplaying, I purely was not good, and I knew that. And I know, because of budget-wise, when I first started, I try not to judge, but if I know your cosplay, like your character, and I know there's severely something wrong, then yes, I'm like, this is not supposed to be there, and why are you doing this? That's when I'm just like, no.
I'll go. I try not to judge people mainly because I can't sew, and everything I'm wearing here is like I bought online. So what I usually, my philosophy is that, you know, if a person can't sew, they might be really good at makeup, and they might put all their work into the makeup, and that's what I try to do. Like, I can't really sew, but I can do good makeup, and I know how to put on false eyelashes and stuff like that. So, you know, even if they can't sew, or, you know, one part of their cosplay is, you know, the best they could do, like, there's something about that cosplay that they worked really hard on, and I think it's not right to really judge them based on it, because they're just here to have fun.
I have tried to cosplay every year I've been here. This is my 3rd year, and I've not yet done it. I'm always afraid to. So when I see other people who have the courage to do it, you know, they put time into it and they put money into it. And like you were saying with, you know, different aspects of what they're good at, I feel like, you know, just because they made the effort, that's enough.
Wait, you are cosplaying. You're Gustav from Star vs. the Force of Evil. You're the exchange student.
There we go.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is your favorite anime?
Ooh.
Thanks. It's not even on the list.
Either of you.
Name something they're in sight knows.
No, you don't have to.
My favorite right now is Mob Psycho 100, but I also really like Cowboy Bebop.
That's a great choice.
It's such a good choice.
For me, I really don't like answering that question, mostly because it changes from day to day, because I watch a lot of different ones. If you had asked me like last week, I would have said Cowboy Bebop, or if you asked me like yesterday, it would have been something like, I don't know, like Parasite Maxim.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
And I also, here's the thing, when they ask me about my favorite anime, I cringe because people who know me know this, but when I first meet people, I don't like it because I have like a very weird sense of humor. I like the very, very dark anime, but I also can tolerate the very, not very fluffy, but the very like cute shoujo ones, but it's up to discretion. So, yeah.
That's tough for me. It's stuck between my first and the one that's more stylized. The first anime I ever saw was the original Gundam. But I guess now that I'm older and I could be more objective about it, I have to say Baku no Bakana. I love the score and the characters and just the whole way.
Oh my god, and the English voice actor for that guy, Graham Spector, oh my god. He's so dope. Oh, god. Yeah.
There's a few good talents.
I mean a few, but that one guy.
appreciate his support.
I don't know how I managed to forget this, considering like 2 of you guys are Full Metal Alchemist voice actors, but I love Brotherhood. I love it.
Yeah. If I do have to say one, it would, if I could name 2 right now, like this minute, it would be Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and My Hero Academia.
Yes.
Amanda, I thought you were about to say Boku no Pico because we had both.
We are not talking about that.
Y'all pick 3 people.
Okay.
My name is Justin.
Hi,
Okay. Hi. Hi. I have a question. So I see people sometimes filming panels. Do you guys actually go to YouTube and like watch panels?
I've watched a few Voltron panels on YouTube.
Really?
Yes.
Alright.
I have in the past watched a few, like most of them on voice actor panels, so I get an idea of what questions asked the most, so I don't ask the frequently asked questions.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
I do as well, almost always to avoid the frequently asked questions.
That's really nice and considerate. That's
we
cool.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Research. I want research. I love it.
Oh.
Right there. Hey, sexy.
Oh, hey. So, this may be a futile, it may go nowhere, like so many roads in our lives, but I am a giant roller coaster freak. I want to know what all of your favorite roller coasters are, if you ride them. Like favorite, number 1, if you can name number 1 roller coaster.
That's so cute.
All right. This is a 2-parter.
Okay.
One is based on style and one is based on just pure fun. Stylistically, I really enjoy Verbolten at Busch Gardens. It has a lot of great surprises. It's a great indoors, outdoor coaster hybrid. I really enjoy that. And then as far as just like pure just coaster madness, I would have to say my favorite would be, I really enjoy the Griffin at Busch Gardens. They have these seats right on the far end where the track isn't under your feet, so that's really cool. I enjoy that aspect.
Awesome.
Okay, mine would have to be one of the first roller coasters I've been on. It's at Hershey Park. It's the Super Duper Looper.
I'm familiar
It's my
with
favorite.
And why did you just know all these?
Did you ride Sky Rush?
Yes.
Did you like Sky Rush?
Yeah, we waited for 2 hours.
Oh, sucks. Yes.
This one's a bit of a bizarre one since I'm actually afraid of heights in real life.
Okay.
But it's Joker's Jinx at Six Flags.
Yes, Joker's Jinx. I've ridden that many times. Yes.
I love how fast it's not too tall, it's just so fast and it just
0
shakes
to 70
everything.
in 3 seconds. Yes.
I love stats like that.
Oh, he's got them.
I got them all. But anyway, that's good. Well, thank you guys for answering that.
Yay.
Yes.
If money and location and time and everything was not at all part of the equation, if you could have anything in the whole wide world, for dinner, what would it be? Like, you could be like, you know what? I want crepes at the base of Montmartre tonight.
Oh.
Human flesh.
Really?
No.
I was like, that's gamey. That's not going to be very good.
I'm going to be the more money than sense type here and say, I'm going to say like the world's finest takoyaki somewhere under the Ariake Sea.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
So you want to eat octopus while looking at octopus?
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, you're just that guy that's like, you're delicious. That's just that guy.
It's like that or alligators.
Alligators, like in.
Gosh, I wouldn't even know where to start. I would really want to try anything like outside of the U.S. and just anything in general. I'm not a picky person, which is very surprising considering most of the country is. But yeah, really anything from from Sweden. I love Sweden. So.
That's a very Swedish answer as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Are you going to stick with human flesh?
No, I thought back. That's probably not the most. So I've changed my answer to a bread that I'm just gonna take off all sort of limitations. A bread that is just always perfectly baked, no matter how long you leave it out. It always just tastes fresh and it melts in your mouth. I love bread. Bread's good.
What is this?
Bread.
You don't want to hang out with me in your free time.
So,
oh boy.
So takoyaki under the sea, bread, and Sweden.
Bread that is always fresh.
Cuisine.
Bread
That's
that is
amazing.
always
Thank
fresh.
you for your answers. Excellent.
Yes.
1 person each.
You in the
I'm going to put that.
Is that a bear?
Right there.
Is that a bear hat?
And the third row.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna pick you with the yes.
Yes, you.
Yay! Good job, guys. Good job.
Yay.
I will not trip this time.
You say that. We did it.
That was wonderful.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
Could you guys introduce yourselves? We don't know what panel room we stumbled into.
I'm Kayla. I star in the main character Kayla in this game called Life.
Yes.
Awesome! It's really hard to remember the lines sometimes, but
The graphics story stinks.
Makes it so realistic and so.
yeah, it's just like the emotion that you have to portray in each character, especially one that shares the same name with you. It's
Yeah.
special connection.
Right. Ah, I love that. Okay.
Who's your panelist?
Hi. I'm Gabriella or Gabby, whatever floats your boat, I guess. I'm the kind of socially awkward, kind of weird type character.
Me too.
Don't expect too much, I guess. So, yeah.
I'm Z, and I'm the biggest Duckman fan you will ever meet.
Wow, this sounds like a great panel. I'm excited for these questions. Just start us off.
Okay, I'll start you off.
Okay, you?
Okay, if you guys could be BFF with any anime character, who would it be?
Oh, God.
Does it have to be best friends, or can you say boyfriend?
There's B, there's Matt. Go for it.
For my BFF, I guess that one lady from Attack on Titan, that chick with the scarf, or Mikasa? Woo! We got her! Yeah, but seriously, I probably her because she seemed like how she acts towards Aaron and Armin, and like how she's so dedicated, and how she will excuse my language for a little bit. She will literally cut a bitch whenever when someone messes with them. But just overall, how loyal she is, and yeah, I think to have a friend like her would be pretty awesome.
Excellent.
Yes.
Alan Walker, because
yes.
I see. There's some fans back there. He's chill, man. He's like best friend material.
I I was going to say one for my boyfriend, but then I realized that nostalgia kicked in. So it would be Kyoko Sakura from Madoka, because she was a comfort character for me for a long time, and she helped me a lot through middle school. So.
Yes.
How do you feel about the shipping of male characters in fandom, whether or not the characters be narratively hetero or homosexual in the context of the show?
I say do it.
I don't. Well, it's kind of like I never really pay. Like I personally don't really. When it's like non-canonally gay characters, I guess it kind of depends on what's the word? Because there are some people really take these ships like really, really seriously.
Yes.
And some are like, there's fluff and then there's that. There's that, but I don't have a problem with it. Just don't go,
overboard?
Yes, don't go overboard or too
dirty.
Or dirty. Just don't overdo it.
Gotcha.
So no limits.
It's like tasting food. You whether you like something or you don't. It's all up to the person. So
Subjective.
that's all I want to say on that topic.
Word. All right.
If a genie, I'm sorry.
Yes.
If a genie popped out of your water bottle, your water bottle, at this very moment, and said, "You have one wish," what would your wish be?
Ooh.
And it can't be more wishes, because that's cheating. No, just kidding.
That's actually pretty easy. I wish that I could be living with my boyfriend right now. He lives really far away.
Where does he live?
He lives in Rockwall, Texas, so that's reasonably far from here.
And you live here?
Yeah, Alexandria.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
How
He's
old is
19.
He's 19. He's 19.
That's not that old. I love how your voice has changed when you're living at the age of
It has to be 3 years more.
That's 17, 19 is fine.
Yeah.
So how'd you meet?
It was online, so don't get upset. But I've met him before. We actually had our first date at a Gorillaz concert.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Okay.
cute.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Riley.
Oh, are you in love?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, I remember 17.
He's my first boyfriend too, and I can already say he's probably gonna be the best.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Okay, so that's a good wish. That's a great wish. Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah.
Can I ask for more genies?
Probably not.
Cheating!
Probably not.
No. I'm not sure then.
Well, take your time. Gabby will answer, and then you can.
Okay. I guess I have there are a lot of things I can think of, but I think the one thing that kind of stands out the most is probably like being able to, actually have one or two options. One is to have more creative ideas because brain block is a real pain, and the other one will probably have to be being able to see some of my internet friends who being able to see my internet friends being able to go and visit them and see them and hang out with them, because I have very little to no friends back at home, so being able to see them and to hang out with them would be amazing.
I'll be your internet friend. My share friend. Who wants to be Gabby's friend in this
I do.
room?
Oh.
Look at that, Gabby.
Good God, there's a lot of you.
living my wish. I came to this con with my little sister. I have a lot of good friends and stuff, but if I have to wish for something like to have, it's probably to get a picture with Chris Patton. I don't know if you know him or not. I went to his last panel, but then I didn't have enough time to ask for one.
Really?
So, yeah.
She was so bad. If only.
Yes.
Only.
I mean, I
Get your phone out. Go up there.
All right.
This is going to be really cute. You get friends, you get to have a picture, and it's going to happen. I'm sure it will, and it's great that you're in love, being 17 and in love is the best.
You know, Stevie Nicks wrote a song about it.
Oh, you guys look great. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now do your silliest face. Oh, that's a great one. Okay, now do an awkward face. I think oh, sure. I'm sorry, one more. Sorry, one more, real quick.
Which one? Which version?
You know, I feel like we need like a little Madonna voguing. Oh, like vogue. Now give me your best Freddie Mercury. Just look at this way. Just do this. There you go. Oh my God, that was the best shot ever. Hang on, let me move this. You look so good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Freddie Mercury. Oh my God, you have to see that. It's really cute. Look how it's really good. Okay.
What's your name?
Alright, pick 3 other people.
Wait, already?
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Flower crown. Yeah,
You
you.
go for the guy in the gray. Yeah, you go.
Thank you. This is an excellent idea. Oh, it really is. I feel so tall now. Yeah. I'm like afraid.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Introduce yourselves, please.
Hello, my name is George, but you can call me George.
I'm Riley. Hi, I'm Amber. Like the color.
Yes.
Okay. Y'all want to go first? I was not. Okay, I'll go.
Yes, right there.
So, if you guys are fans of voice actors, are you more interested in the work that is done or like personalities?
Personality makes everything more interesting. That's why you come to panels. And then you end up laughing your butts off and falling on the floor just laughing. But watching your work is always fun, especially when you know a lot of the work.
Cool. For me, I think it's a mix of both, because they have a really good personality, and so that makes you want to see what they do, like their work. And then you see their work, and you're like, wow, they're great. And so you just fall in love with the voice actor.
Yeah, it's the same thing for me with like the mixture of both. Yeah, I just enjoy it more that way.
Yes, you with the beautiful sweater.
Oh, thank you. Without naming any names, do you have any voice actor horror stories?
Oh, that's a
What do you mean by horror stories exactly?
Like a terrible experience with a voice actor. Like they were a nasty douche nozzle. They were a horrible person. They were a terrible person. You never want to meet them again. They made you quit watching Attack on Titan. I don't know. But without naming names, do you have any stories like that?
Do you have something you need to say?
I just read this question off this piece of paper. It's not one of the ones I made up. Yeah. I don't have any, but I'm just wondering.
I'm in your same boat. I don't have any. So.
Okay. Okay, good. That's actually good to know.
Bill of nice
Yeah, this is only the second convention I've ever been to. The first one was Animazement.
Was it animazing?
It actually was.
All right.
So is this one though. I'm having a great time.
Cool.
But no, I've never had any bad experiences with voice actors.
Good. Okay.
This is my first panel with voice actors. I've been to other cons, but this is just awesome.
Yay. 3 no's. That's awesome.
That means you're doing something right.
Other questions? If money and time were no issue, where would you go to dinner tonight in Washington, D.C.? I think
Are you hungry?
There's this Ventana restaurant. We passed it on the way in here. And you were like, that place looks expensive. It looks good though. It's like a Japanese restaurant, I think.
I get to go to a Japanese restaurant tomorrow night because it's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! So where did you have dinner?
I have no idea. I live down the street from DC and I'm never here.
Oh,
But the main cafe was nice.
Nice.
I can give some answers if need be.
What about you then?
For me, there's this really cool ramen place in Anson, Oregon called Sake Ramen. It's not super expensive, but I just really like their ramen, and so I could go for something like that.
That's awesome. Thank you for your answer. Yeah, let's take out one more.
One more round.
Choose three.
You and the Pikachu Christmas one.
Yes. All right.
Red?
Right here?
Yes. I'm not falling down the stairs.
Oh, he's so nice. Oh, careful. Oh, yeah. Hello, panel.
Well, we just
Is this thing hello? Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Hello.
That way it can be red, green, blue, RGB.
And we're actually
We're not Power Rangers. I already know.
Hey guys, interrupt just 1 moment. Panelists, former panelists. Yeah, I understand the appeal of being able to hear everything. If you guys want to be down here amongst the crowd and audience and have a conversation discussion, that's fine. I'll even help you guys rearrange the tables. Tech equipment is pretty expensive and we don't let attendees, as a general rule, need them.
fantastic.
I
Okay.
apologize for the inconvenience. I'm very
Not at all.
sorry.
No. You know what? We're just going to project, and we'll bring these three panelists down here.
I can ask the tech
No.
person to bring an actual mobile mic if you'd like.
We're actually just wrapping up, but thank you so much, and I appreciate your time. What's your name?
Paloma.
Thank you,
I'm
Paloma.
very sorry for interrupting, guys.
No, you're fine.
And
Guys, come down here. We're going to sit here. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. We're just going to sit here. We're all just going to have a nice little time. Okay? Sure. I totally get it. Thank you so much, Paloma. We appreciate your time. All right, questions. Leah, you got a question?
I do have a question. So, for anyone that you follow on social media, are you more interested in their body of work or like their dogs and food and friends?
I'm interested in their body movements, actually. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was
It's
really
okay. It's okay. Body of work.
okay.
Yeah. Body movements.
Movement.
That's what I said.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, as long as it's done, as long as it's animated perfectly, like the drawings, the lines, and their expressions on their faces, and how they move like every ordinary human being.
That's cool. That's really cool. Sir?
Oh, what was the first part of the question again?
For anyone that you follow fandom-wise, are you more interested in figuring out like when their next appearances or like their projects, or do you follow because you're more interested in like dogs and foods and friends?
Mainly their next appearances when it comes to conventions. So I follow a couple of voice actors from dub shows, and whenever I see them going to Katsucon or this con or any other con, I try to get on the website, buy them tickets immediately so I can get those tickets and see them over there.
That's cool.
I like a little bit of both. I love seeing what they put out day-to-day life, like, oh, I got coffee, and they spelled my name right on things. Or going out for a walk with my dog, and I ran into a really nice person. Like, oh, it makes them feel very personable, like people we can approach when we go to cons, something we might have in common, something we could talk about. Like, I've been following Micah Solson, and I found out last year he's a huge Transformers geek. And I grew up with Transformers. And when I saw him at AUSA last year, we just gabbed about it after a panel once. And I was like,
nice.
Feels close and feels cool just to be able to connect. Yes, the gentleman in the Chris Patton cosplay.
Yes. I'm going to win the masquerade tonight.
Where did you buy it anyway? Where did you buy that cosplay anyway?
I was born this way. So, if you could have one voice actor / actress narrate the story of your life, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Oh yeah, I know who can narrate my story. Yes. Dan Green. He would do an awesome job narrating my life.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Dan Green. Word.
I like it.
All right.
I'll have to go with, what's his name? Christopher Patton.
Oh,
right.
That's
Yeah, so I woke up and I brushed my teeth and
I'm gonna go with Steve Bloom just because he can fit any mood.
I like this choice.
He'll have any voice for any occasion, and I won't have to hear the same one over all the time.
I honestly thought all three of you were going to say Steve Bloom. I just want to put that out there, but okay.
Right. Yes.
What is your favorite color?
Blue? In contrast with the brighter colors, like, as long as you between dark and light, and, as long as you make dark blue, contrast with light red.
I like it.
Okay.
I'll have to go with purple. I mean, you would think it would be red or gray or one of these colors, but no, it's purple.
Awesome.
Definitely not teal.
Right.
Teal, any sort of bluish green, it's very soothing. When I was growing up, I had one of those 64-pack of Crayola pencils. The aqua green was always the smallest one, because I was always drawn with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, it's kind of my favorite color. Backpack.
Thank you for your answers, panelists. Thank you so much, you guys. That was so much fun.